Hello guys, good morning. Let us see the online bookstore project. The idea is to demonstrate how we can create a simple front-end back-end scenario with the latest technologies. The front-end will be done with the HTML Java combination and the back-end will be MySQL. So step one will be to create your database. So I'm using XAMPP for MySQL operations. So open the XAMPP control panel, start Apache, start MySQL, and then MySQL admin. You can create your database by importing couple of files. So there is a setup folder, create data store, which will create the database book, online bookstore for us. And once that is done, you can again head back to the project folder and choose database, dummy database.md or database.sql file. This will populate the tables with some sample data, and this is what we end up with. Again, this is a demonstration project. So we'll have the bare minimum, master tables, the books, and the users. So this is all about the back end as of now. Let us now focus on the front end. We are going to use IDE Eclipse. One of the most popular ones out there. Real-time projects are done with Eclipse by small and big teams. So online bookstore project is Maven based. Maven is a build tool for Java. We can also use Gradle. So build tool will compile, package, look into the dependencies of the project, all the libraries that are necessary. So all the behind the scenes work so that we can focus on the logic of the application. So the backend, MySQL. So we need to provide these details, the backend database name, online bookstore, username, and no password for this dev-based MySQL. Then comes the database constants, typical error messages, and the entities themselves. So we have the user entity and the book entity and the cart joining these two. So how many books? So if you look closely at the user, so we will be combining these two people through the purchase. User will have the address, book, cart, user, and the user role. Is this user a seller or a buyer or a customer? Basically, again, minimal implementation there. The masters. So for the books, adding the book and all the other CRUD operations, update, delete, and fetching. Importantly, a single specific book or all the books. Similarly, the user service, registering and login, always finding out the current status of the user and logout operation. Then this is the implementation where we are going to run these queries to do the respective operations for us. This is the implementation part. Typical Java JDBC backend interaction. For performance reasons, prepared statement. Same is the case, user service implementation. So over here, we are going to invoke the driver manager get connection, get the connection object and use that throughout the project. So the last and final important piece of the project is the user interface itself. So we have HTML files like this, pure HTML, where we are using Bootstrap to get that decent look for the application. So typical menu system, registration, login. And so this is the home page from where user can jump to the customer registration form like this, and the login form, user ID, password, and submission. Same is the case with the seller side of operations. So the sellers can log into the system and proceed with the basic operations that we have. Again, this is a mini project sort of demonstrating the technologies. So we will have minimal functionality from the seller point of view. So let's get going, guys, and see this in action. Right click the project and run it on the server. Choose Tomcat 9, and here you go. This is the interface for the books website. Let us start with the registration of the users. Okay, so that is done. As you can see here, user registered successfully. You can also cross-check in the database. So as you can witness here, we have the username and other details provided in the registration part, and user type 2 clearly indicates it's a buyer. 1 is for the seller and 2 is for the buyer. Let us log in as this particular user account and check out what we have in store for us. That's a successful login operation presenting to us the available books in the store and the cart. As of now, the cart is empty. So let us head to the available books section. So these are all the books populated, pre-populated, so that we can check out the site, the book title, author, price, and the category, and how many items are left, the quantity that is left. So let us add a couple of these books to our cart. Fluent Python and domain-driven design looks interesting. Okay, so you can increase or decrease the quantity of the items in the cart like this, and then check out your cart. As you can see over here, the shopping cart, the list of the books that are selected, the unique ID of the book, author, and the price. And here, dynamically, you can increase or decrease the quantity. Accordingly, this will reflect in the amounts. And we have the grand total over here, which is the end of the operations. That is an end-to-end demonstration of a simple shopping website. So you can link it up to the payment gateway in order to go ahead with the payment process here. So, but we will cut it short. You can just go for a dummy implementation of this one. So, obvious reasons. I suppose this will be in numeric version. There you go. That is done. And the orders that we have placed, they are displayed to the user. Order placed. So also item, and that's the end of this.